It wasn't the rain I heard first, it was the crisp little snap. Like nature answering me. I had just picked my first leaf of mustard greens that morning, barehanded, in the softest drizzle you can imagine. The city was still half asleep. A light rain had been falling since before dawn, just enough to blur the windows and perfume the air with something earthy and old, like the smell of rain on warm soil. I slid open the balcony door. The cool air kissed my face, and for a moment, I just stood there, soaking it all in. The little garden I'd built, just a patch of green on concrete, looked more alive than ever. Rain has a way of waking up things we usually overlook. No boots, no gloves, just my bare feet on the damp tiles and my two hands ready to harvest breakfast. I stepped closer to my mustard greens, lush, full, their leaves drooping ever so slightly under the weight of raindrops. I reached out, pinched a leaf right at its base, and pulled. Touch? That's the sound it made. A sharp, clean snap, so real it echoed in my chest. I picked another. Touch. And another. There's a special kind of music in a rainy garden, one made of raindrops, wind brushing through leaves, and the crisp snap of vegetables saying, yes, it's time. The leaves were cool and slightly slick in my hands. Water clung to them like tiny diamonds. I lifted one to my nose, fresh, sharp, with that almost peppery scent mustard greens have. A scent that tells you, this is going to be a good soup. I wasn't in a hurry. That's the thing about mornings like this. The whole world feels slower, quieter, softer. The kind of morning where you remember to breathe with your whole chest. I bent down to check my green onions. They were thriving, tall, bright, and bold. I pulled a few gently from the soil, shook off the dirt, and lined them up next to my greens. The smell hit instantly. Spicy, clean, like the start of something comforting. And then I turned to the guava tree. It's not big, just a medium-sized pot I'd been babying for months. But somehow it managed to give me fruit. And this morning, one of them had ripened. Golden yellow, slightly wrinkled, just soft enough to say eat me now. I reached out and twisted it gently. The stem gave way without a fight. I brought the guava to my nose. Oh my goodness, it was like sunshine in fruit form, sweet, floral, with a whisper of the tropics. I didn't bite into it. Not yet. Some fruits deserve a little ceremony. I placed it on my kitchen windowsill. From there, it could scent the entire room while I got breakfast started. Back inside, I boiled water, washed the vegetables, and chopped up the green onions. The rain continued to dance outside, soft and steady. It was the kind of morning that makes you grateful for hot broth and fresh greens. My kitchen isn't fancy, but when that pot of soup started bubbling, mustard greens wilting gently into the gingery broth, it smelled like home. Not just my home now, but the one I came from. The one with dirt floors, barefoot mornings, and steaming bowls passed across wooden tables. I sat by the window, spoon in hand, and took it all in. The rain, the steam, the aroma, the little guava sitting patiently like dessert. And when I finally took a bite, crisp, sweet, tart, tropical, a perfect contrast to the warmth of the soup. A perfect ending to a morning that didn't ask for anything fancy, just time, presence, and a little care. You know, people think you need a big yard to grow food, but I've got a few plastic tubs, some recycled containers, and a whole lot of curiosity. That's it. Nature doesn't ask for much. Just show up. Touch the soil. Listen. Every morning, I step out onto that tiny balcony, and it's like entering a secret world. A world where raindrops sparkle on lettuce leaves, where guavas ripen quietly in the corner, where even the snap of a single leaf feels like a small miracle. It's not just about growing food. It's about growing stillness, growing joy, and remembering that even in the middle of a busy, noisy city, you can always come home to something green, something gentle, something real.